Welcome back inside the State Champs studios for another edition of State Champs at the State Finals. I'm Jonathon Kidd along with Sean Baligian. We're going to recap the recent Hockey State Finals.
Unbelievable weekend. Just such a great show. I cannot say enough, Johnny, about the MHSAA and putting on this event and making it run as smoothly as they do at USA Hockey Arena. Bravo to you guys. Seriously, great job as always.
All of our State Champs programming is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Be curious, make magic. Visit ltu.edu and shout out to the Lawrence Tech hockey team for making it to the D3 championship.
Isn't that awesome? Congratulations.
All right, so we're going to recap the recent state finals, and we're going to start in Division II. And congratulations to Byron Center. They beat Trenton 6-1. They become the first West Side team since 2000 to win the Division II state title.
It is amazing. To me, John, Division II was the one that kind of held serve all year. And what I mean by that is this. I think most people, not just you and me, thought that Byron Center and Trenton were the two best teams. And I think they proved that by navigating the waters and getting to USA Hockey Arena and obviously winning their semifinal game. But at the end, it was the Bulldogs. I mean, this is one of those teams, John. I use the term usual suspects a lot. This is one of those teams that you saw pop on the rankings a few years back, and all they've done is go like this. Bravo, you've built a fantastic program, and to Coach Stager, you came in and you've done such a fantastic job kind of getting them to the next level. Bravo to each and every one of them, deserving champion to be sure.
And Sean caught up with Jordan after the game.
All right, this guy told me 365 days ago that he and his team were going to be back. Not only are they back at USA Hockey Arena, they are D2 state champions. Let's welcome in the head coach, Jordan Stager. Coach, how does that sound? Byron Center Bulldogs, Division II champions.
Yeah, we are ecstatic over here. As you can see, the celebration. It's been a family since day one, and it will continue to be that. We were so bought in, and that means everything. As you can see, that translates right to the ice. So to have 26 guys bought in, coaches included, it's just been such a special year. So special. I can't even, that's the last thing I told the boys before we hit the ice today. You're special. Go show the rest of the state how special you are.
This has got to be such a sense of accomplishment for you because we've watched you guys get better. We've watched you take steps. There were some lumps around the way, but here you are, D2 champions. Talk about this process.
Yeah, it's the feeling that we felt the last two times that we made appearances here. We used that today. We talked about that every day before practice. What are you going to feel like on March 10th? And it's very obvious that our boys are going to be pretty dang stoked tomorrow morning when we wake up. So,
your big-time players have to be at their best on the big stage, and these are guys that have meant so much to your program. Talk about these seniors because, I mean, there are guys, total team effort, but these guys have taken those lumps, and for them to come out today and play the way they did, that's got to mean the world to you.
Yep. I'm going to mention who they are as humans first before even hockey players. That we love those boys through and through. The way that they lead, the way that they carry themselves off the ice, that means more than that on-ice performance. And that speaks very highly considering that on-ice performance they just put on. All 10 seniors are so special, and our manager, Mark, senior as well. So special to this program, so special personally to me. It's been amazing. There's been a Freusland or a Pratt on Byron Center since its inception, and it's just, this sport is so romantic to send those families off like this.
Congratulations once again to Byron Center. And let's talk about Trenton. Talk about the run that they made this year.
Tremendous run. I mean, such a great hockey community, such passionate fans. I've said it 100 times, but I'm going to say it 101. I think Chad is great. I think Coach Knighting is great. Their staff, you've seen so many guys move in and out, but they've done such a good job. One of these days, Trenton's going to get back on top. They just put too much work into it. This year, it was Byron Center. But hats off to Trenton, as always. I think they're a fun team to watch. Such a great hockey community. I always love going down there for the showcase.
Yeah, they had stellar goaltending player throughout the season with Miklos and Civi.
Yeah, both of them. And Miklos is a kid. it seems like we've watched him grow up too. Every year, guys graduate that we've seen for a few years. And so we wish him all the best. Civi coming back next year. That's a big bonus for the Trojans. But again, it was Byron Center's year. I think they kind of showed it early on, and it's one thing to show it, and it's another thing to fulfill it, and they found a way to fulfill it.
And let's go to the Division III final between Cranbrook and East Grand Rapids. What a great story for Cranbrook. They started the playoffs under 500. They made it all the way to the state championship game, triple overtime, and they've won now their 19th state championship in MHSAA history.
Unbelievable. And Johnny, some of us, I know I was one of them, I thought that they might be able to win that region and get to USA Hockey Arena. And, but in fairness, I didn't see this. No way, no how. Such a classy group of kids. You were down there for those press conferences, and Coach LaFontaine is all class. I made the comment to Coach LaFontaine talking to these boys. I felt like I was at an NHL press conference. The way they spoke, the maturity that they showed, phenomenal. But most importantly, what they showed on the ice. I mean, just a fantastic run, doing it in dramatic fashion. What can we say about Garrett Dudler that hasn't already been said? He was unbelievable. No doubt about that. And the Cranes win another championship. Wow, who saw this one coming? Well, nobody but the Cranes for sure.
And Sean caught up with Coach LaFontaine during all the post-game festivities.
Unbelievable Division III final. Cranbrook in the third overtime knocks off East Grand Rapids. We are joined by the state champion coach, Coach LaFontaine. Coach, a memorable end to a memorable season for you guys. Congratulations.
Sean, thank you. Johnny, thank you. First, can I just say, to God be the glory. And these guys, they never stopped. It was a journey. But, oh my, what a game. And hats off to East Grand Rapids. They got one heck of a team. And they're faster than I thought. They're more skilled than I thought. I underestimated them. And, wow, just so proud of these guys to hang in there and keep battling.
That's one of the things that you talked about, Coach LaFontaine, with all of us in the media after your game yesterday, is the way these guys battled and the way this team came together. Can you look back and see a turning point, if you will? Because these guys really show a lot of love and affection for one another, and you can't put a price tag on that.
No, it's you guys both know that you're always trying to get them to come together. You're trying to get them to come together. You're trying to get them to believe in each other, sacrifice for each other, block shots, do the little things, which is tough. And so our leadership just did a great job. And obviously when Garrett came and he held big just like this against Orchard Lake at their barn, which we don't usually have any success. I thought the guys says like, okay, we can do this. We're starting to believe that, that we can do this. And then we went on a 3 or 4 game losing streak. But that was a 4 game winning streak. We hadn't done that. I don't know if we had even won 2 in a row. So to do this, we had to win 5 in a row. And man, I'm so proud of that group out there. So.
Congratulations on the victory. Another championship for the Cranes, another championship for you. Continue to be just one of the big bright spots in high school hockey. Appreciate you, Coach.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for all the support. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it, Sean, Jonathan.
Congratulations once again to Cranbrook, and let's talk about East Grand Rapids. 2 years in a row that they were just this close, but man, they're building something out there.
Your heart breaks for them. I know they don't want to hear that. I know Coach Newton doesn't want to hear that. Your heart breaks for them, but you just said it, John. You nailed it. I look at Byron Center and that progression, and they had to have a lot of heartache. They had to endure a lot of heartache. Let's not forget that. But they finally punched their ticket because they kept doing things the right way. And, you always feel for the guys that are leaving that they didn't get a chance to be, part of that eventual champion. But, laying the foundation of a program, and they'll be back. I know they will. Coach Newton and his staff do such a fantastic job. Their Twitter game's unbelievable. Their social media games.
Yeah, it's Newton that handles their videos, but it's not his brother. I found that out when I interviewed Coach Newton a few weeks ago. I thought it was like his brother, but no, they're not related.
Yeah.
But fantastic job on their videos.
Yeah, oh my goodness gracious. It's phenomenal. And, Johnny, I'll tell you what, a heck of a lot of good players over there, and they play the right way. And that starts with, Coach Newton saying, listen, this is what we want our program to be. And if you want to be part of it, you have to play a certain way. And bravo to them. I know they don't want to hear it right now. I don't blame you. I mean, my heart breaks for you guys. But you've put on a show, and you have become one of the usual suspects.
And lastly, in Division I, for the third straight year, it was Detroit Catholic Central taking on Brighton. Detroit Catholic Central does it again. They shut out Brighton 2-0. It's their fifth straight state title.
Well, we talk so much about their depth, and I think those forward lines showed it all weekend long. I mean, look at the production. It came from everybody, John, but Chernakis was unbelievable. I mean, it's when we were doing the all-tournament team, in my mind, that was your MVP. I mean, he didn't give up a goal. I mean, here you go to USA Hockey Arena, you play two good teams, you don't give up a goal. No question you give that guy the tournament MVP, but so many little pieces stepped up, John. It's amazing watching Catholic Central play and the way that Coach Cal and his staff have built things. And Johnny, it's in awe. I know I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. I think it's great for our state. I do. I think it's great for our state that this is somebody who has set the bar and has made everybody, try to be better and really cast a great light on high school hockey in the state of Michigan.
And we caught up with Coach Kalnicki after the game. So how does it feel to win our state championship?
I mean, it feels great. Obviously, it was an intense game. It was tight right down to the end, and we found a way through it. Like, we had to really gut this one out. Some years we've been able to really be on the front foot and control play. Tonight we had to really grind it out. We had to defend. We had to block shots. Our goalie had to play great. They're all different, so I try not to lump them together, right? Like, you really want to remember all the individual stories of the guys on this team, and that makes it special and unique every year.
And what's special about this group of seniors that's going away with another state championship?
Like I said, I think it's all the individual stories. You got a Matthew Chernakis, a guy that waited his turn. He had to play in the JV system for 3 years before he got a chance to be on the varsity team, and then when he did, there was no guarantee of ice time, right? He just had to earn it, and I love a story like that. I love stories like Jordan Deagle, another guy kind of had to buy his time in the JV system behind a lot of good players. And I think that's what I'll remember most about this team is guys like that had to kind of wait their turn for an opportunity like this and then took it when they got it. And then, of course, you got the 3-year guys like Jackson Walsh and Jackson Hare and Nolan Galda. It's pretty special for them to go 3 years in a row and win all 3 years. And each year is a different, for them it's a different, maybe a different role or different like that. But this year, for them being seniors and captains, I love that part of it too.
And just lastly, how special is it to you? You played hockey here at Detroit Catholic Central. You came back to your alma mater, the coach here. What it means to you to bring us, the coach in our state championship home for the Shamrocks?
I think it's just special to be a part of it. That's what I focus on. I'm very lucky to be able to come back to my alma mater and coach. Obviously, the program means a lot to me. It's something that I take great pride in being the coach here, and to see these guys have that type of success and to see them be able to celebrate moments like this makes it all worth it. And that's why I really have so much fun doing it and enjoy it so much.
And another congratulations to Coach Kalnicki. He was named Division I Coach of the Year.
About time. But listen,
you've been saying that.
I'm sorry, I have. Listen, when you play at that level for so long, and now you have this string going back to 2019, the one constant is Coach Cal. And I think he deserves credit for getting that done, and I'm glad a lot of other guys out there deserve credit. You and I had a chance to see this fantastic group at Brighton for a few years as well. Tip of the cap, getting a chance to know each of these guys and quite frankly, getting a chance to know their families. Awesome. Fantastic. You have nothing to hang your head about. I think you've been some of the best stories for 3 years running. And people could make the argument Brighton might be number 2 years running now. And I know that's no consolation, but It was a joy watching each and every one of you. You know Coach Gavisto, he's going to get new Bulldogs in there, and he's going to get rared up for another run. That's what they do at Brighton. You can never, ever count Brighton out. We know that for years. It's Brighton. Yeah. You know, we say that for a reason, and they show it more often than not. But, boy, to that group of seniors, it was a pleasure watching you guys. It really was. You guys should hang your head high.
Before we wrap it up, we want to give a special shout out to our girls hockey state champions. In Division II, it was Washtenaw United, and in Division I, it was Grosse Pointe South.
I think it's awesome. I love that it's going on next door. It was cool to run back and forth and see some of that. And I know our buddy Kevin did a great job covering that and keep her going. I think it's great. John, I say it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. Watching the game grow just makes me so very happy. And the girls are a huge part of that. So bravo to each and every one of you.
Congratulations to all of our state champions. And that is it for another edition of State Champs at the State Finals as we recap the recent Hockey State Finals. I'm Jonathon Kidd along with Sean Baligian. Sean, what do you always say?
See you at the rink, 8 months' time.
State Champs at the State Finals is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Be curious, make magic. The future of education begins at ltu.edu. State Champs at the State Finals also presented by Alta Equipment, Michigan's #1 construction equipment provider, proudly representing the industry's top brands. Get the right equipment for your project every time with Alta Equipment. Warrior Hockey is proud to support Michigan High School Hockey Player and Goalie of the Year awards. Warrior Hockey is made for this. The Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association, celebrating the 50th anniversary of high school hockey in Michigan. For schedule, scores, and standings, go to the hub, MIHSHockeyHub.com. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. And Michigan Army National Guard, proud sponsor of the Michigan High School Athletic Association.